get this thing off. So back to dieting. Feels like my life story, right? I really want to do alternate day fasting, but coming back off 4 weeks of pretty much, and obviously the holiday in Vegas, I've been back a week, but I had the flu and really was not in the mood for dieting straight away. And alternate day fasting does take a bit of mental, I don't know, it takes a lot of, mentality to do that. So I decided, why not do potatoes only? I don't even know how long I'm going. It might be a day. Last time I did potatoes only, I think I got through 2 days and I was bored. Obviously, those of you know me, I did potatoes only for 17 or 19 weeks and I lost 20 kilos. I would love that to happen again. Obviously, I don't think I've got 20 kilos to lose this time. But anyway, I'm going to do potatoes only. If I'm here for 2 days, then great. If I'm here for a week, then great. 3 days, 4 days. 2 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know, but I decided to vlog it. Now I do have some leftover mac and cheese sauce, so I'm going to use that up because I don't want to waste it. That is not something I'd normally have with my potatoes. I'd normally have like tomato sauce or gravy or low fat sauces, so gonna give that a go, but obviously I've got to use that up. But yeah, just when I'm hungry, eat potatoes. I think I'm going to start the morning with air fried potatoes. I got a load of potatoes yesterday at Coles. They were a big bag and they were like $7 something for 4 kilos, so that's pretty good. And they're washed, so I don't need to wash them, which is half the battle, right? So anyway, I'm going to keep you, I don't know how much I weigh either. Dan weighed me this morning. I asked him to. I didn't want to see the scale, so I'm just going to play it by ear and maybe look at the scale next week, see how I feel and see what the difference is. Obviously, he will tell me when I'm ready to know. He wrote it down for me, so if I want to know the difference next week, then I can. But yeah, I'll keep you updated how I go. Alright, I'm having lunch now. It's been about 3 hours or so since I had my last potatoes. I am gonna have gravy with my potatoes. I'm air frying them again. Tonight I might have mashed potato. Probably won't show you all my potatoes because they are pretty similar and you'll probably be really bored, but so far so good. Alright, here is lunch. Now I've got gravy, which I'm allowing myself ketchup and gravy, herb spices, and this is nutritional yeast on it. Obviously the cheese mac and sauce, I have stuff to use up. I will be using it up over this week, but that's not really part of the plan because it is quite fatty, but I'll use it up for now. But yeah, here we are with gravy, air fried potatoes. I parboil my potatoes. I think I've mentioned that many a time, with some Bisto gravy over and some nutritional yeast. So good. Doesn't even need salt because there's quite a bit of salt in the gravy. So I'm going to enjoy this now and tuck in. All right, day 2 of potatoes only. I am having my regular coffee with oat milk in the morning, so I'm still having that. Going so well, really. I'm just getting my potatoes they're parboiled, they're in the air fryer now. I'm going to use up the rest of that mac and cheese sauce just to use that up. Had mashed potato last night with tomato sauce. It was really delicious. And really satisfied. I'm not hungry. I think I had 3 potato meals yesterday, and just got to keep doing it. Really, consistency is the key. Really, not give up, keep going. I don't know how long I'm going to go. I don't even want to think about an end date. But yeah, going really well. I'm looking forward to breakfast. I am starting to get a little bit hungry. It's just before 9 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see you soon. Alright, I just did some mashed potato. All I put in here was a bit of water and oat milk and some salt and pepper. I'm going to have some ketchup with this. I might put some nutritional yeast on top of that. For lunch, this is my dinner for lunch. I had air fried potatoes with gravy. Pretty simple, really. Used up of my last of my cheesy sauce for breakfast. So tomorrow I'll be just using low fat sauces like ketchup and gravy because I don't have the sauce. So I'm going to go eat this now. There's about 3 big potatoes there. So really filling, especially when it's not air fried because it's more filling. and sort of the water absorb better. I don't know, when you air fry it dries out quite a bit, so even though you might be eating more, it doesn't feel as filling as mashed potato or baked potatoes. So I'll probably have some baked potatoes tomorrow. Here we are, day 3 of potatoes only. So far so good. Had some air fried potatoes this morning. And I'm gonna bake some potatoes for lunch. I need to get them in the oven when I get home. I just thought I'd do a quick morning walk, get some K's. I get some steps, I should say, not K's. I bought a Fitbit watch the other day. I've got a Garmin watch, but I just really wanted a new watch just to maybe motivate me a bit more with getting my step goals. So that is what I'm doing. I also have a friend on Fitbit, a really good friend that we can connect and we can support each other. So that was another reason why I got my Fitbit. But yeah, so far so good. Day 3. I'm not hungry at all. I found out how much I weigh yesterday and it wasn't pretty by accident, because Dan put it in my phone, in my notes, and I didn't want to know, and I accidentally saw it. So I have put on quite a few kilos and I'm pretty disappointed with myself. But anyhow, I am gonna keep on going and try and lose this extra weight and then lose the rest. So never ending battle, right, trying to lose this weight. But yeah, so far day 3 of potatoes is going okay. Was really hungry this morning, but had my potatoes and it filled me up. Here we are, eating my potatoes. Sometimes they're just nice like this, they've cooled down. And sometimes I just put them with ketchup and you just eat them like this. They're really buttery, even though there's no butter on there. But the best way you can eat potatoes and the lowest fat way you can eat potatoes is like this. Obviously my mac and cheese sauce isn't really diet food, so I don't always have that. But yeah, this is probably the most simple way. And boiled potatoes. I think mashed, but obviously I put some milk in the mash. But yeah, I'm gonna eat these now and enjoy these. Eat me. All right, dinner now. Thought I'll just show you this. So I just put in several baked potatoes and I'm chopping them up just in here, and I'm going to put gravy on top. Pretty simple. Spice up these baked potatoes a little bit with a bit of gravy with nutritional yeast on top. I'll show you the end result when the kettle's boiled. All right, final product. So just baked potatoes with gravy and nutritional yeast. So I'm gonna munch on this now. I'm pretty hungry. It's quite late for when I went out with my brother tonight. So good thing with potatoes is I just put them in the oven and forgot about them and then came home and they're ready. So simple, easy. Let's get this done and let's eat this. I'm starving. So this is my second bag of potato I'm about to open. I did have another bag that was half the size of this that I used up that I had before. I don't know, I must have got it before Vegas or something, so I used them up. So onto this bag now. I couldn't order these online. I was ordering online for Woolworths. That probably makes sense, and these are Coles, so I have to go back to Coles for these because they're really good. And what did I say? They're around $7 for 4 kilos, which is pretty good. So my potatoes were baked. I'm letting them cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to put more gravy and nutritional yeast on it. The same as lunch, really. So I won't bore you with the details, but my gravy is cooling down a little bit too. So I've got the gravy. My favourite one at the moment is baking those potatoes and having that gravy. So it's pretty yummy. Problem is there's probably loads of sodium in the gravy. So anyway, it's better than the fat that's in the cheese sauce, I guess. But yeah, so far, day 4 nearly done, and I've got extra baked potatoes I can have as snacks if I want to tonight, but pretty content really. I really am keen to know what the scale says, but I'm not going to wait until Monday anyway. Been doing lots of activities. I think my step count is nearly 12,000 steps, which is good for me. I got this Fitbit, started on Monday night with a Fitbit. I do have my Garmin, and I do miss my Garmin, but I also like the app on the Fitbit. So I wish the Garmin had an app like Fitbit. And I also downloaded this Qantas Wellbeing app, which converts so many steps into points. I don't know if anyone's ever tried that, but I thought, oh, might as well earn Qantas points. I think I get 18 points a day for doing 10,000 steps, which will go towards the next holiday. So I'm like, bingo, you know, why not? And, you know, if that encourages me to do more walking and steps. So yeah, I did one walk, and I've just been walking around the house and being active today. So anyway, thanks for your support. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Obviously, still potatoes. I'm still going strong. I don't know when I'm going to stop, and I'm just going to keep going really until I feel like time is to get back onto ADF. Just got my potatoes while I'm in Coles. They were like $7.90 each. They're pretty good. What, 4 bags? Well, 4 kilos for 2 bags. That's 8 kilos. So that is $15. All right, happy Friday. I'm just having my leftover potatoes that have been in the fridge. I haven't heated them up. They're quite nice cold. And I think if I remember rightly, they get loads of resistant starch. I'm just having them with some ketchup. This is my second potato, and I've also got that one, so I'll finish that off. Do more baked potatoes today. They're really good just to bake them and then come and grab them whenever you want. And they're really good cold or hot. Not as good as fresh baked potatoes. They are the best. But yeah, go eat these. Yeah, see you on the next one. Alright, I'm just eating my baked potatoes for lunch. I am really hungry. I've got the gravy, the nutritional yeast, becoming my favourite meal so far. It even beats the mac and cheese sauce, which is really fatty, and I shouldn't be having that. I did have some air fried potatoes after my breakfast that I had those baked potatoes that had been in the fridge. Because I was still hungry for breakfast, so I had them, parboiled them, put them in the air fryer, and just ate them with a bit of ketchup. So now I'm just going to eat this. So far so good. What, day 5? But yeah, I'm going to keep on keeping on. Day 6 of potatoes, and this happened last night. I'm so gutted. It was terrible. Not a great start to the weekend. A massive male kangaroo jumped in front of ourselves. We were picking up my son. He got home later from his school excursion. We were coming home like nearly 6 p.m. last night, and massive kangaroo jumped in front of our car. So we have had to make an insurance claim, which is a $1,500 excess. But yeah, not the best start, but you know what? I was pretty shook up. The sound of that kangaroo hitting the car and the noises the kangaroo made last night. Honestly, I can't pull it out of my head, but I still just had potatoes last night. Didn't video anything, but not much to say other than I'm still going strong. But yeah, I'm gonna have some potatoes. No door dashing or Uber Eats for me until this car gets fixed, which could be several weeks. I'm already filmed so much ahead of time. But yeah, pretty disappointing, but that's life, hey? Poor kangaroo. Lots of roadkill by us. But anyway. Alright, leftover potatoes this morning. I might air fry them, put some ketchup on them. I've also just put in some potatoes into the oven. So these little potatoes here will keep me going until they're ready. Alright, so I'm on day 7 of potatoes, and I think this will be my last day, to be honest. I'll weigh myself tomorrow, and it's got me back into the swing of, I guess, more whole foods rather than all the junk I've been eating the last few weeks. I'll see what the scale says tomorrow and then finalize the video. But I must admit, I'm starting to get bored of potatoes. I don't know how I did it for 19 weeks. What, 4 years ago, whenever it was. Yeah, 1 week is long enough. I'm amazed I made it this long, to be honest with you. But I guess I was thinking, oh, I could go to ADF tomorrow, which I guess is the long-term plan. Alternate day fasting, but I think I just need to focus on whole foods, healthy foods. I've got bananas, but I'm not eating them because they're not potatoes, but they're really healthy, you know what I mean? So I think tomorrow I'll weigh myself, give an update, and then next week I'll slowly introduce more whole foods and try and not get processed takeaways, foods, and try and eat better. I've been doing loads of walking because I've got these Qantas apps and also this other app that basically converts my steps into points, which points equals obviously Qantas points, and this other app equals PayPal dollars. So I've been doing a lot of walking, so the focus is going to be on that. So tomorrow I'll weigh myself, give an update, and then I think I'm going back to just being healthy, or at least focus on trying to do better, like not to focus on being perfect, because that's when I get into that, like, you know, if I restrict too much, and then I'm just going to be back to, okay, let's go and order grilled every day, which I was pretty much doing. But anyway, I'm just cooking some air fried potatoes now, and start to add more foods to my diet next week and focus on health rather than, you know, I've got to restrict. But yeah, see you on the next one.